An old rancher's adage, kill a coyote and two show up to its funeral. The experts say there's truth to that. More will come to fill the void. Still, a vocal group of Belvedere residents wants the killing to start as soon as possible. Belvedere has some of the best views of San Francisco Bay, some of the most expensive homes, and a coyote problem.
He's not small.
The residents say the predator population is exploding, and as a result, deer, raccoons, and squirrels have all but disappeared. And so are the pets.
This was our good night thing when he wants to go out, open the door, never to be seen again.
Lynn Lewis tells me her mutt-from-the-pound baby kept her company through the pandemic. But just 2 weeks ago, a coyote snatched him from her fenced yard.
I haven't gotten over it at all. It's very hard.
A neighbor saw the coyote running down the street with baby wearing his red sweater in its mouth.
Baby went out the back door. Baby was gone. That coyote had to be within 10 feet of me.
And you didn't see it?
Never saw it, never heard baby scream, nothing.
I was right here in the living room, and I opened the door and let him go out and didn't hear anything at all.
Mariel Simoon's dog Noodles disappeared, and a few days later, her 14-year-old daughter on a bike ride found his paw and then his head.
Oh, she's devastated. And she's also scared when she's on her bike or she's outside that, you know, that she's going to confront a coyote.
We literally aren't sure if we can stay here.
Really?
Really.
Walt and Connie Stryker tell me their lives changed one night in January when their dog woke them up barking.
I turned on the light, which is right there for the deck light, and there's Mr. Coyote.
They have no windows on the first floor, and now they have to keep the sliding doors shut tight for fear of a coyote attack.
Winston would go out. Mr. Coyote could be right there.
Belvedere police report a dramatic increase in the number of coyote sightings and pet attacks, 71 since October. The city council held an emergency meeting 2 weeks ago, urging residents not to leave pet food outside, to clean up any fallen fruit from trees that coyotes might eat. Yes, they're omnivores.
And I've seen them jumping into persimmon trees, grabbing the right persimmons.
The experts told residents to coyote-proof their yards, install catios like this, and coyote roll bars atop fences.
These will roll the animal back off the fence so they can't get over.
And when they urge residents to haze the coyotes, stand tall, wave your arms, shout to scare them away, the crowd grew impatient.
And I'm gonna just go over it quickly again.
Kelly, we can probably. Okay, can we have a little bit of order and decorum here, please?
Many of the residents were not open to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's basic message. Coyotes are here to stay. Find a way to peacefully coexist.
It is illegal to trap an animal and move it elsewhere.
Public comment was filled with people calling for snipers to kill every coyote on Belvedere. They cite December's attack on a child in Woodland Hills. The father chased the coyote away. And Carl the coyote killed by a federal sniper in summer of 2021 after he stalked a toddler in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park.
We need to get rid of the current aggressive coyotes, right? They need to be taken out. Full stop.
And I'm the biggest animal fanatic, but they got to be killed. They got to be eradicated.
These coyotes, if we eliminate them now, they're not coming back.
Even TV personality Mike Rowe, also a Belvedere resident, called in to claim he had a close encounter.
I kicked a coyote in the head 3 nights ago. It shot out of the bush. It ran for our dog. I kicked the thing, and it stood there and looked at me.
The arguments appeared to have an impact on the city council.
We may have to use lethal control at this point. It may be our only option.
The I-Team has confirmed that after the meeting, Belvedere officials contacted the USDA's Wildlife Service, whose snipers, poison, and traps kill more than 60,000 coyotes a year, mostly to protect livestock.
And certainly when people learn that there's consideration of bringing in an agency like USDA Wildlife Services into Marin, those who know about the history of that agency are rather shocked.
Project Coyote's Camilla Fox is also working with Belvedere on peaceful solutions. She tells me the island has a silent majority who do not favor killing coyotes.
I don't want to kill any animal.
Even residents like Lynn Lewis, who lost her pet to the predator.
If anybody said, here is a pot, put money in, there are people here that have some money. I put in some money. A lot of people who put in some money. And let's gather up these coyotes and take them way out. They'll hunt in the wild. They don't need to hunt pets.
It's also against the law for anyone to fire a gun inside the Belvedere city limits. Some neighbors suggested they were considering that. This is a complex issue, and if you'd like to weigh in, I'm posting some links and email addresses for the public officials involved in this issue at abc7news.com. Amma, Dan.